story of when me and my friends went egging for Halloween. What's good, everybody? It's your girl Jess saying welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, I really appreciate you. I want to thank you guys for helping me hit 300 views. It's a small victory, but I'm very excited about it. If you're new here, you're here because that means, you know what I'm saying, you got good taste or whatever. Unless you're a hater. If you're a hater, you just here to see what I'm doing. Got my eye on you. My good eye. Got my eye on you. No, I'm just kidding. If you're new here, hi. Don't forget to click like, drop a little comment, and holla at me real quick, and subscribe for the good vibes. Go ahead and hit that notification bell too so that you could be notified whenever I post. I'm back today with another video. My very first story time. And it's a spooky one. It's almost Halloween. I'm gonna begin to do story times on my channel because I feel like there have been so many funny situations, especially when I was younger, and also a lot of times I just kind of get hooked the hell up. If you rolling with me, you getting hooked up too. It just be like that. Today is a story time. I'm gonna give y'all a little time, okay, because we about to chill out or whatever. So get your snacks. Got my mimosa, and I put it in the cup with a straw so that I can do this. This is a berry mimosa, y'all. It's hella good. But anywho, get your snacks out the back and pull up a little chair. Let's chat. Ooh. This story time is gonna take place like several years ago. I'm talking like before I was even legal. I'm pretty sure that my friends and I, we were probably maybe 16. I don't think we had graduated high school yet. So let me give you the characters of the story. I'm gonna call everybody by their zodiac sign, except for one. I'm not sure what his birthday is, y'all, but I'm gonna be trying to think of him another name. So it was me, Big Purr. It was Cancer. Cancer is a girl, so it was two girl Cancers. Our birthday is 2 weeks apart, and then literally like 2 weeks apart. And then it was our Sag brother and our Aries brother. I think my fettuccine is an Aries. Listen, fettuccine, you know I love you, boo. You know I love you. You know we here. I don't know if you're an Aries or a Pisces. Like, I probably should have looked it up before I started the story time, but it is what it is, boo. I love you anyway. And then the one in particular, I'm gonna call him Afterburn, because the way I'll explain the Afterburn to you. So me, Cancer, Aries, Sag, Afterburn. We all worked together at Astroworld. This is back in the day when, you know, we would get our little summer jobs at Astroworld so that we can, you know, buy our school clothes and everything. And I really feel sorry for today's teenagers and kids because they honestly don't get to like do this. They don't have an Astroworld and they didn't experience Astroworld. Astroworld raised us. Dead ass. I'm class of 2003. Astroworld raised us. Me and my siblings, we always had season passes. That was something that my parents just was not gonna slack on. Their babies was going to Astroworld, and it was what it was. We always had season passes every year. This particular year, I was old enough to get a job there, so I'm like, best. You know, in order to tell a story, you kind of gotta give a backstory. So that's what this part is. It's like the backstory of how we even got to the time we went egging for Halloween. Me and my homegirl, we live in the same apartments, me and Cancer. So we go and we get this job at Astroworld. Now the funny thing about it is So I had another family member, she got a job there as well, but little Miss Klepto and Sticky Fingers, like little Miss 5-finger discount, she did not even last a week at all. Don't ask me why sis got fired. Y'all know we'll never ever get the true story. I just don't think we'll ever get the true story, but sis didn't last long, and word on the curb was she was giving away free funnel cakes. But that ain't none of my business, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got no funnel cakes to give away. So my mama always taught me, don't you go putting your hands on nobody else's stuff. If it's not yours, you do not take it. If it's not yours, you don't invite yourself to have it. And that's just something that I grew up with. Listen, I don't take no liberties with other people's shit, okay? It ain't mine. And I don't want no problems. So we go and we get this job at Astroworld, right? And so we pop in. There was like this big job fair or whatever. And once you get there, you're like filling out your application, but you can also choose the section of the park that you would like to work in. And by that I mean, like, they had food service, they had merchandise, they had rides, they had admissions. I'm sure they probably had like custodial stuff. And I mean, we had a friend, she worked with the money. She would be counting the tills and stuff at the end of the night. So it was literally whatever you want to do in this park, you know, choose what you want to do. We chose to do food service. We get hired, we have our assignment. So this is where we meet our other two friends, Aries and Sagittarius, and they became brothers to us. They still are. Shout out to the FCC clique. You know what I'm saying? We were the funnel cake clique. FCC in this. So this is the thing. We got our jobs, and the way they did it was like they assign you in food service to like a certain section of the park. The section of the park that my friends and I was assigned to was called Front Mall. Now, the thing about Front Mall is it's the very first portion of the park. Like when you walk into the front door, like those admission gates at Astroworld, that's Front Mall. Front Mall included Francesca's funnel cakes. It included Americana Classic. That's where they had like hot dogs and like potato chips. There was treats, classic treats, or I can't remember the name of it, but we called it treats. So there was treats. Treats also had funnel cakes, but they also had this bomb pastry called an elephant ear. My nigga, I need an elephant ear. So if y'all know where I can get an elephant ear from, somebody hit me up and let me know. Put a comment below. I just need an elephant ear that's smothered in powdered sugar. Ooh, that's my type of party right there. So we get assigned to the Front Mall. Now the Front Mall of the park, there's like a little clothing, like a store. It was like the merchandising area. So the thing about Front Mall is the park will close at say 10 o'clock. Well, Front Mall doesn't close until 30 minutes after the park closes. We're always going to be the last ones out of there, and everybody who went to Astroworld, y'all know that when you went to Astroworld and you was coming out, the line at Francesca's funnel cakes and treats and American Classic, like, and that store in the front, it was sold up. But that's how Six Flags would push all the customers to get out of the park on time. They would close everything else on time. All the rides, all the stores, all of the restaurants, everything in the back, they would close all of that on time. And then, you know, send people to the front of the park to get them out. Well, we would always have long lines. So me and my friends, my 4 friends, we always was like working late. We became a family and we're still like siblings. Okay, so the story time is gonna be about the time where we went egg. We was so rowdy. We was just a mess. Okay, as teenagers, we didn't do things that was gonna like get us shot or get us killed. Like, we did little things that what teenagers do. We had fun. We were very mischievous kids, but we were like having fun with it. So I had this group of friends. We got really close. So during this particular season, it was like Fright Fest, right? That's around Halloween. Now, me and my group of friends, we were always really close and we were super duper influential. Let's just be honest. All the other sections in the park, they loved us. They always would give us respect. We used to dress alike. We had to wear uniforms, but my brothers put me on. I had never wore Jordans and stuff, but they would go get our Jordans for us. We would always come into the park, we jaywalking, and we going to make our funnel cakes, you know what I'm saying, FCC click, and people respected us as FCC. Funnel cake clicking this FCC, baby. What you know about that? And when my friends see this, they gonna be like, yeah, FCC. FCC. We used to have like these little section parties. When the park would close, Astroworld would like keep a certain section open, and we could go and like ride the rides and eat the food from that section, because we don't get to do these things. Remember, we worked there, so they would always do like little section parties, and as an employee, that's how we got to always experience the park as well. So we would have our little Jordans, we'd be jaywalking, and then like all of the other sections. It was so funny. My friends is gonna remember this. Y'all remember when the Waterworld crew, when they had their little spray painted shirts? They had their little spray painted shirts. I wouldn't say they had matching shoes. They wasn't jaywalking though. They wasn't like FCC. But you know, influential. We always setting trends. It just is what it is. We are trendsetters. So we had a lot of friends around the park. People always, you know, show mad love. They was like, y'all the crunkiest section. That's how we got to know each other. And so with that, we mostly had a lot of days off together. Like if the park was open, we were working. If the park was closed, we were more than likely together. Like we going to hang, we shopping, we at each other's house. It is what it is. It's just what we did. This was the year that I was going to the 12th grade, I believe. So I was about to be a senior in high school, I believe. So that's the backstory of how the funnel cake clique even came to be. Well, this year Halloween fell on a weekend. Me and Ghetto Boys were trick-or-treating, robbing little kids with bags. Just kidding. We didn't even do all that. Halloween definitely wasn't on the weekend, because had it been on the weekend, sis would have been at work and not out egging. Fast forward to Halloween night. How are we off? Oh, maybe we did this after work, y'all. We probably did this after work. Oh my God, I think that we were in like our work uniforms. Ah! Okay, FCC, when y'all see this, let me know. Were we in our work uniforms when we went egging? I can't really recall whether we were or not. So anyway, so we decide, let's go egging. So guys, I'm not sure where we got this idea to go egging, but knowing those boys, it was probably their idea. Yes, I'm gonna blame it on Sagittarius and Aries. Like I definitely am. We wasn't like gonna trick or treat. Plus it's too old for that. So now we're like, what we gonna get into? It's Halloween. You know, we kind of chilling. Like, what we gonna do? There was this store on West Belford and 610. It was like right where 610 the freeway ends and it turns into South Post Oak. So there's like a Kroger there in the same parking lot with Taco Cabana. It's like a Kroger or a Randall's or something. I really believe that is Kroger's. We get, you know, the big cases of eggs, the ones that when you're doing the Easter egg hunt and you want to dye all these eggs, that's the one that we got. So it's like a minimum 18 eggs, minimum. A hot mess, y'all. Listen, this story is not hella climactic or whatever, but it was so funny, and it was just like, oh my God. I always think about this and I'm like, I am so horrible. I'm never ever gonna sit up and act like I haven't done anything wrong, because listen, when I tell y'all what I did and who I did it to, sis, you didn't get your life together, okay? Get it together, sis. For real. We go into this neighborhood, right? It's 2 cars of us. We happen to go down this one street. Now on this one particular street, there was, I'll never forget it, there was this house, and it was these 2 men. They were sitting outside. We see these 2 guys, they're kind of like camped out, chilling, shooting the shit, doing their own thing outside. They're not bothering nobody. Life is good. It's Halloween. They probably getting fucked up, who knows? Like, they probably living it up. And then here comes these little badass little kids.
Whoa! Huh?
Wanting to come and just wreak havoc. Okay, them the kind of kids. We ain't had nothing to do. We had nothing to do. It was either go egging or be in the hood doing nothing. But the way they were sitting, like they had the garage door open and they were sitting outside of the garage, cutting up, doing whatever they do. They literally are not about to see this coming at all.
Bruh.
The light in the garage had gone off, so we passed by. And Usain Bolt, Afterburn is like, yeah, I'm going to get them 2 men right there. He's like, but let me tell you the plan. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get out with the eggs, take me down to the end of the street past their house, and I'm gonna get the eggs and everything, and I'm going to run past the house and throw the eggs. He did a running drive-by, you guys. Literally, my boy did a running drive-by.
Bruh.
Throwing eggs. I'm never, ever getting over the running drive-by. What do you mean you ran past my house with eggs and you literally threw them at, you did a drive-by on me on foot with eggs? I just will not ever get over it. So he get the eggs, we let him out, he gets out, and honestly, y'all, we all from the hood. So like, if I ever see a car coming down my street, coming past me, and he's slow loud and banging, like slapping, I'm sure we had the lights off. I'm positive there was no lights on this car because we're egging. I don't even know though, I'm not driving. Okay, I'm not driving. So anyway, if I see a car like that coming, I'm always going to be hyper vigilant because I'm from the hood. I've literally been in drive-bys before. I'm talking, I see the car speed up, the guns come out the window, the Ninas. I'm talking long AKs. I'm seeing it come out the window, and then the gunfire. You're not about to have no car that's like creeping up on me and I'm not hyper vigilant. I'm gonna be hyper vigilant. So anyway, these guys, they just chilling out here, totally relaxed, doing their own thing. They probably getting drunk. It's Halloween. My boy get out the car and he's jogging, right? Until he gets to that house and he boom, 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 like throwing. He rained eggs on them, and honestly, I just was like, yo, I didn't expect we didn't really know when the eggs was coming. We just knew they was coming. And the only way I knew that the eggs had landed because I heard them saying, ow. It was so funny to us as kids because it's like he actually hit them with the eggs. He hit them. It was just hilarious. I can't remember everything, but I know that it was painful at a certain point, and that's how we knew that he actually had landed these eggs. So Usain Bolt hit the afterburn. Pew, pew. He running, and he hopped in the car. Like, I don't think he hopped in our car. I don't know. Cancer might remember. She don't be forgetting nothing. So we burned off. After the very first throwing of the eggs, so now the adrenaline is pumping and we dying, like we got tears coming out of our eyes. It's just hilarious. So we leave out this subdivision and we drive down West Belford back towards the freeway area, and we're gonna cross under the freeway and go terrorize the other side of West Belford. So on the way driving, we passed by, listen y'all, I'm really I have changed. I am such a different person now.
Demons told me to do it. Who told you to do it? The demons. Why did they tell you to do that? I don't know.
It don't really even matter, but we're driving down the street and I see this couple. So there was this couple and they were like older. I'm not gonna even lie, they were an older couple. Well, this particular couple, they were power walking, so I could tell that they were exercising. I'm like, I don't care, I'm about to get them. I'm about to get them, I'm about to stick them. I'm gonna stick them. So in my thought process, I was like, but I don't really want to hit them. I don't want them to be like, ouch, you know, like, ouch. I mean, cause I don't want to hurt nobody. I'm just having fun. Like, I'm a kid. Plus, I'm a Cancer. I'm super empathetic and compassionate to others. I can't just be mean or be rude or inflict pain. No, like just because? Hell no, like no. So my thought process is throw these eggs, and because they're power walking, I know that I could land them to where they'll like splash on them. So I'm like aiming for like in between their feet. You know what I'm saying? So we driving by and I'm like, slow down. So I throw the first one. It splashed. It kind of scared them, plus they felt the egg or whatever. So as we drove past them, I threw the other one, which got them in between their legs in the front, down low, and we're like dying laughing. And Aries is just stepping on it, pedal to the metal. So we gone, zooming down the road. Y'all, we took out, there was so many eggs just busted all up and down West Belford. We ran over and knocked over trash cans. We knocked over, there was a mailbox that perished. There was this mailbox, the mailbox perished, y'all. Now what did the mailbox do? That motherfucker was in the way, honestly. It was in the way. My brother, he's swinging and banging. And we hitting trash cans at this point. We knocking trash cans over. Hell, it was, the trash can was blocking the mailbox. And so, you know, it's collateral damage. You have to take one for the team. Little mailbox. Mimosa almost gone, y'all, so I'm gonna have to wrap this story time up. So there's like a trail of busted eggs all down West Belford. I mean, we terrorized the southwest side of Houston. West Belford on both sides of the freeway. The mailbox was a casualty of war. There was so many trash cans. If somebody would have came out and ran behind us and started beating our ass behind them trash cans, I would have understood, because who the hell why you knocking? Listen, I ended up owning a house after that, and y'all, I cannot imagine, I cannot imagine badass kids coming to knock my trash can over on trash day. First of all, sis not even trying to take that trash can to the street, that big heavy ass thing. Who got to be dragging the trash can to the street? Who cleaning that up? I'm not cleaning that. I don't care. I do not care. I'm not cleaning that. So we knocking over trash cans. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think back on the experiences that I had with my brothers, and I just be like, we used to have so much fun. That was the only time that I really got to be a kid. My mama was so, we lived in the hood. I don't know, I think my mama thought I was gonna be a hood booger, but she didn't really know that I was a bougie and I ain't want to do with none of that. So she was like all on my neck all the time, all in my ear, trying to stop me, I guess, from being like other people. And I'm like, girl, I'm trying to get the f up out of here. I don't want to be here in the hood. no. She didn't really let me go out. My mom didn't trust people. She didn't let us go outside. My friend, the other cancer, she lived in the same place, but her mama and dad, they didn't mind them being outside. My parents wasn't having that. My mom was not letting her kids like just be out like that, and we could only go outside on Friday and Saturday. Plus, my mom didn't allow me to spend a night at other people's houses. So for me to like get out with my friends and actually do something mischievous, girl, I never really got a chance to do that at all. So it was just really fun. I had such an adrenaline rush. Nobody got hurt, you know. It just was good, clean fun. And we had work all day probably. We just wanted to unwind and do our little thing. That was one of the most funnest. I don't really do Halloween, the getting dressed up thing. So, you know, it was just really fun. I actually have people in my life that be looking for things that I do wrong so that they could be like, oh, you're not righteous. You're not the person that you think you are. You know how people try to tell you more about you than you? Yeah, like I went egging, bruh, and I had fun. I ain't going to hell for it either. I'm just saying. I feel like my bad karma from that day has literally been overturned. I don't care what nobody say. My bad karma from egging those elderly people has been overturned. I have dedicated my life to loving the elderly. Okay, I'm just saying. I have no problem reaching their Mootopia on the top row in the grocery store. I have no problem doing this. I would go to the grocery store, and it's so funny because I would end up just like helping them. This one lady, she told me one time, she's like, I'm following you around the store so that you can help me with my groceries. And I'm like dying laughing. I do not care. I will help. Honestly, I just love old people. There was this time frame in Houston where it was around the holidays. They were really warning us about people robbing, but they would use like elderly people to lure their victim. Y'all, I remember praying. I literally prayed to God because I love old people so much. I remember this Christmas season, it was me and my friend Lee P. I remember us talking about it because I was like, I'm so afraid, you know, that somebody will get me. I love old people, and if you lured me, if an old person called me and was like, hey, I need some help, I'm going to go. Like, everybody know this about me. During that time, I was like, please, 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 God, please do not let them use an old person against me. Like, they would actually get my ass. They would get me. And honestly, I thought about the Aggie incident because I'm like, I do have like old people karma. Like, I was like, I got old people karma. I fucked up with like some old people like one time. So I've been on this relentless pursuit, and they always would gravitate to me. I'll never forget. I digress a lot, y'all. Like, I'm gonna have to get my story times together, but there was this lady, and my bestie will probably remember this, but when we was in high school, I don't even know if I should be saying her name, but I'm gonna call her Miss P. She was our U.S. government teacher, and I think economics. So Miss P loved me, and I don't know why, like, y'all, I used to be slacking, so I would forget to do homework assignments. Miss P would give us assignments that was 3 weeks out. Anyway, y'all, I used to miss assignments, and my bestie never ever forgot. She'd be like, you forgot your assignment, huh? I'd be like, you reminded me. But she was busy after school, I was busy after school. I just wouldn't ever remember, but she never ever held that against me for some reason. Miss P just with your girl. She loved me and I loved her back. So Miss P used to have me so she's an elderly lady, and they had, when it was time to turn in grades, they had like this sheet, it looked like a Scantron, and so she would have to go and bubble in the grade. Miss P always wanted me to bubble in the grades, and how I get an A every 6 weeks? I didn't deserve an A every 6 weeks, but in the grand scheme of things, motherfuckers be loving me. Like, people with me. I with me. Like, I'm dope. She used to look out for me. Everybody would be like, dang, she always let you fill out the grade sheet. Or they would be asking me what was my grade, or I'm telling them like what their grade is. Now, I never ever changed anybody's grade, but I always had an A, and honestly, I don't know how. I just love old people, and so I have dedicated my life to putting out more good, positive karma with my elders. I'm not gonna be a terrorist to elders anymore. I love them a lot. So anyway, that's the end of the story time. I was happy to do this because I'm like, oh, it's Halloween, and I was like, I didn't know if my story was gonna be long enough or what, but I really wanted to tell this little story because I always tell this story in real life. Me and my friends literally went egging for Halloween. Yeah, so that's the story of the time that me and my homies actually went egging for Halloween. I hope that you enjoyed this story. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. I can't wait to see you next time. And don't forget, on your way out, click like. When you click like on my story, it will pop me up and give other people the opportunity to be exposed to my channel. Thank you so much. Don't forget to drop me a comment down below. Subscribe for the good vibes. Hit that little notification bell. Hit that little notification bell so you could be notified the next time that I upload. And I hope that you enjoy and have a spooky little Halloween. Don't go egging though, ho. That is hilarious. I'm just saying. If you're a returning subscriber, sis is fucking up, okay?